Hey everyone, it's Ken with Two Drunk Brothers Garage. Ray's not here, he's at work. I'm gonna do a little work on the Dodge Durango. I've been having, as you guys know, the problem. I've changed that crankshaft position sensor a couple times now, and it's still throwing the code for it. I can't believe I keep getting bad crankshaft position sensors, but we've looked up that the distributor pickup could also make that code throw. So my project is I'm going to change the distributor pickup, and I'm probably also going to do spark plug wires, cap, rotor. I also need to change the valve cover gaskets because they leak pretty bad. So that's going to be the project. I'll probably just do the distributor pickup for the video, first video, and then I'll do the rest and the spark plugs and stuff, and then I'll do the valve covers for another video. So I'll get the camera set up, and I'll try to show you. It's going to be tight where I'm going to be working at, because the distributor's at the back of the engine up against the firewall, not a lot of room. It's going to be a tight space. So I'll try to do my best of catching everything. I'll stop and show you what I'm doing, and we'll get this video going. Okay, here's the Durango. I already got it hood open and stuff. So distributor's way back down in here. So it's going to be, it's kind of a bitch to do the spark plugs and stuff on this thing. But I got to take the air intake off of it. And as you can see, valve covers are pretty dirty, but they are leaking oil. But yeah, I'm going to get this distributor off here, and I'll get the new pickup and show you what the distributor pickup is. Might even, I don't know. Belt actually looks pretty good. It's just been sitting for a while. But yeah, we'll get this going. Okay, everyone, here's the new pickup, a distributor assembly pickup. I got this at O'Reilly Auto Parts, and it was about $60. And this is all it is. Got a wire hanging off of it. And this sits up underneath the distributor cap and the rotor. So I'm going to change this out today. But that's what it looks like. It's not much to it. Looks like it's held in with two little screws once I get the distributor off. And I'm hoping this will take care of my problem. Okay, first things first. We'll take this off. We're just gonna, I might have to take the whole thing off because yeah, I'm just gonna have to take the whole thing off. I'm going to put this on high speed or time lapse because I don't want a 2-hour video. One thing you do want to do is make sure you keep track of your spark plug wires and your firing order. On driver's side, you have 1357, and on passenger side, you have 2468. And the firing order for this engine, and it's right here on the top of the distributor, it's 184-36572. So you gotta find your number one spark plug wire and trace it to the, and then do that with all of them. So you make sure you have the right, when you put it all back together, you have everything in the correct order. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on time lapse, and I'm going to get in here and mark this stuff. At least make sure I know where number one is on the distributor cap, because all that's got to come off of there for me to get this cap off here, and so on. Okay, I got the distributor cap out, and it is going to look like I'm going to replace this. It's kind of hard to see in there, but the little things there that were they look like they're pretty corroded. I could say I could probably clean those up, but the last time I changed the spark plugs and all this stuff was probably, I'm going to say good 10 years, maybe 15 years ago. So I'm going to get all new spark plugs and spark plug wires, coil wire. And the nice thing is, and I don't know if you can see it, and the new one should have it too, but right here, it's marked with a number 1, and that's where the number 1 plug goes. So after that, you should just be able to go around in the firing order. 1, 8, 4, 3, 5. Oh, no, wait, 1. I forget now, but we'll have it done. But yep, so a new distributor cap for sure. And these little screw bolts here, you can use a Phillips head, but these are also 7mm. Works good with a 7mm, so you're not stripping that out. Just got another light here. I do have a light over top of us, but it's really hard to see down in here. So the next thing I got to get out of here is the rotor off here, and then the pickup just sits. So once I get this rotor off here, and it's you're supposed to just pull up on it, maybe. Holy moly, that sucker's on there. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Oops. So I'm gonna work on getting this rotor off here. You're just supposed to pull up on it, But I'm going to put this back on time lapse. Okay, I'll try to take you down in here. I mean, it's really hard to see in here. See if the... So here's the rotor. Right here, I got my fingers on, and this right here, here's the distributor pickup right here. And it just sits in there. So, but to get this rotor off here, you're supposed to just pull up on it, but it's going to take me a minute to get that off of there. But you can see how tight it is in here. It's pretty tight. So I'm having a really hard time getting this rotor off. And what I've found out, it says to put some WD-40 down in here and let it sit for a little bit. Hopefully it'll eat the corrosion away enough for me to get this off here, because right now I'm at a standstill until I can get this rotor off of here. Like I said, it's been 10-15 years since I've had this off, so everything is a little corroded. Hopefully it says I can heat it up a little bit, freeze it a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna let the WD-40 sit for a little bit and come back to it and see what happens. Okay, everyone. I had to stop working on the Durango last night, but I sprayed WD-40 down on this rotor, and I'm praying to God that I can get this thing off here without having to cut it off. And then this thing is so hard to work on. I don't know how I'm going to get that off of there. It is so corroded on there. It's supposed to just pop right off. There's no set screw. Like some cars have a set screw that hold the rotor on. This one does not. I actually went and bought new parts for it. Here's the new rotor. This is what it looks like. There's no set screw for it. So it just slides down on the shaft, and there's a little thing inside there that just slides right down on the shaft. I may be, and it's not the right way, but I might have to take and find a way to break this off here. But I'm gonna work on it. But I'm gonna time lapse. Okay, everyone. So I decided to try and make my own little tool here. This is going to attach to a slide hammer. And this is just a piece of flat metal. I cut a groove. This will slide on the shaft of the distributor underneath the rotor. And then I drilled a hole, 9/16 hole, or tapped it for a 9/16 bolt, because that's what the thing on the slide hammer is. And I'm going to attempt to slide this under there and see if I can get the rotor to pop off with this with the slide hammer. So that's another thing that I found out, how to get a frozen rotor off of a distributor. I should have videoed me making this, but I just took my grinder with a cutoff wheel and cut the groove out and then just drilled a hole. And then, but that's what I did. So here's my slide hammer. It's just a, here, let me see if I can, there, zoom it out a little bit more. And then this will attach onto here, like so. In this black piece right here, I had to cut, it was a little bit longer. The other piece that went on it broke, so I just made a hammer. I made a piece for the slide hammer, and then I'm gonna attempt to slide that down there and pop this thing up. So let's see if we can get it to do it. I'm hoping that this works, because I don't know what else to try. I tried using my Dremel, but it's just too hard to get down in there. And this might be at a goofy angle. Who knows? I may not be able to get this off here. And if I can't, I don't know what to do. Because I'm pretty sure that this is going to be at an angle, whoops, that I'm not going to be able to get this on here because the hammer's too long. That's what I was afraid of. Can't get under the rotor all the way because I can't get flat enough. Come on. Ouch. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. It's just not at the right angle. My glasses are fogging up here. Let me try from the backs. This side, maybe. Man, it's just oh so close for getting on there. Oh, so much stuff in the way. I can't see nothing either. It's just so hard to. I wish I had one of these creepers that I could. Oh, man, this is just oh so close. And I might have to modify this tool. I don't know. Come on, baby. Get under here. See, that's the problem. You just can't get it. Oh, dang it all. Such a good idea. They gotta make stuff so hard to work on these days. But I will continue figuring something out. All right, everybody, and I forgot to restart the video, but I finally got this thing off. You can see it's pretty, might be able to see it's pretty rusty up in there. WD-40 did work its way up inside that thing. I was surprised because there's no hole at the top, but I started tapping on it with a dead blow hammer, and it was going down a little bit. So I tapped it down and it come up a little bit, and I tapped it back down, and I actually got it to come off. Even after taking a half an hour or whatever it took me to make that little tool on the end of that slide hammer, tapping with a hammer. Finally got the stupid thing off. So now I can get that assembly pickup off, and I'm gonna take some Mallory cloth and sand the top of the distributor thing off. I'll show you, see if I can get in there and show you that pin right there. It's a little rusty. I'm gonna get some here, let's see if I can zoom in a little closer. That pin right there, that's where the rotor sits on. I'll get some the little 1-inch wide sandpaper, whatever you want to call that stuff, I forget. But I'll get that sanded off and get that black ring off, put the new one on there, and get that all put back together. And then I can start changing spark plugs. But I am going to do the valve covers while I'm under here. So, but yeah, we'll get this finished. Finally got that thing. Okay, here's the new distributor pickup. And this can only go in one way. It's got a square side and a rounded side. So does the distributor cap. And it's got this little thing on the bottom that goes down inside the distributor, and it sits in a notch. So we'll get this on there. Okay. And this sits down in here like this. It's actually got a groove that it sits in. If I can get it to go in the groove. There we go. Okay. And then this plugs in right here on this. Let me get that spark plug wire out of the way. And I'm going to make sure I plug this back in before I don't, and then it don't work. Okay, it's all plugged in. Okay. And there's more spark plug wires back there. Okay. So now, the one thing I did forget to do is sand the top of that shaft off a little bit. I don't know why. Just trying to get it all. Okay, so here's the new rotor. And there's a tab, like I said, there's a tab, there's a groove on top of on that shaft. This can only go on one way. And boy, is it tight. And it just slides right down on there. And so that's back on. So now I can put the new distributor cap on. And I'll grab that. So here's the old distributor cap. And this one's got I think this is like an air vent. This one. And this is the new one. Well, air vent's a little bit different. But like I said, they have a square side and a rounded side. And these can only go on one way. Square side goes towards passenger side. Round side towards driver's side. And the number one plug is marked. I don't know if you can see that one right there. So that's where the number one plug goes. You start from there, and then you work your firing order around the distributor cap. So we'll get this on here. Let me get my 7mm. socket, and this also holds down that distributor pickup assembly. Let me make sure this is 7mm. It is, okay. Now, this is just so hard because I got to lay on top of the engine here. Everything's got to be so hard. So now I can get this in here, and with this air, all this stuff out of the way, that makes it nice too. Make sure that distributor pickup is sitting down good. Stay down there. And then this goes down. Make sure I don't have no other wires, spark plug wires, in the way. So I didn't take the spark plug wires all the way off yet. Okay, that is down. I'm hoping. Come on, get on there, you little bugger. Okay, I finally got the distributor on. Man, things got to fight you all the time. Them two little bolts. There's one there and there's one on the other side. Probably can't see it, but I finally got the cap on. So now I'll get the spark plugs out and get the new wires on, and we'll see if she starts. Okay, everyone. Got the passenger side done. All the spark plugs are done. All the wires are done. All nice on the cap. Now I just got to put the air intake back on. And actually, I'm going to start it up and make sure it starts. So stay tuned. Okay, I got the battery hooked back up. So I'm going to start this and we'll see how she runs. Here goes nothing. It actually runs pretty good. Whoa, might blow the camera down there. Yeah, she sounds like she's running good. Good, I did something right. Now I gotta go drive it around and see if it's gonna throw this code at all. But it could take a week. It could take a day. I don't know. But that will be, I just got to put the air intake back on now. And, oh no, what did I do with the little, there it is. I almost lost the nut for this. So I'll get this air intake back on. Come on. These things can be a pain in the butt sometimes. That goes there. Come on now. Really? You're going to give me a hard time here, you little turkey buzzard? Let's see. Let me get my other hose. Doot, doot, doot. Need a 5/16. And okay, so we got to get this in here. Let me take the air filter. I probably should blow that out again. I haven't blown it out in a little while, but it's probably not too bad. Tighten that down, and then I can still move that. Oh, I wanted to blow this out real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, got to blow it out. It wasn't really all that bad. Get in there, you little butthead. Come on now, get in there. All right, get that slid on there. And that tightened down here in a minute. Get the air cleaner tightened down. That should be good. I'm gonna get that tightened down. Sorry if you can hear the air compressor. And that, my friends, should be it. Now I just got to be able to drive it for a little bit. Okay, everyone. The Durango is done for this project. And like I said earlier, the valve covers are going to be another day because you got to tear a lot of stuff off it to get the bolts for the top of the valve cover by the intake off. And I just don't have the time today. So we're going to call this video good for now. And I will do another video for the valve covers. And it's just replacing the gaskets. I did go around and found quite a few of the bolts loose. So I did tighten those up. So hopefully that helps with a little bit of the oil leakage that's there. So if you like the video, hit the like button. And comment, subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Ken from Two Drunk Brothers Garage saying cheers. Cheers to you, brother. Wish you could have been here to give me a hand, because this thing fought me a little bit. Everything always fights you, so there's not a lot of space. So cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching.